coming to you from the press center at Nokia Arena. You can see a big old press room here. As promised, I said that I would go live and I would give you guys a bit of a rundown on what happened in the rehearsals. You can see my makeup's a bit crazy because I was screaming and crying. My hair's falling out a little bit, but that's because it was an amazing show and it's been an amazing time here so far. So the rehearsals, wow, where to begin? So I had said previously when I had done the predictions that the live show would tell us what was going to happen. And I do think that to an extent the live show did tell us that it's going to be a great show and there's some great performances. And I think it's going to be a close race. I do not believe that there's going to be a runaway winner. I don't think we're going to have a landslide because it was a great show, unless something happens. Sometimes people get tired after rehearsals. But I guess to start at the top, we start with Coste. And really starting at the top because he starts at the top of this big light tower thing, which is so cool. And I had said previously I was worried about there being a harness that he had. I'm like, oh God, is he doing acrobatics, aerials, whatever? But it's a safety harness. So he's just hooked in so that he doesn't fall. He was awesome. Really good performance, really creative staging. His vocals were amazing. He sounded so good. I can actually see now why they put him at the start of the show because I thought that's kind of weird. The only man, they're going to front load him. But it actually was a great way to start the show. I don't think that's the winner for tonight. But it was really good. And I actually really can't wait to watch it on TV. So I don't have a ticket to the final. I sold it when I found out that I would be in the rehearsal. And I'm going to watch here in the press room, I think there on that TV. It was so cool. Can't wait to see that one live. The next one we had was Nao River. And it's actually kind of hard to say what this one actually looked like because the way that it's filmed, it's like so sometimes with Eurovision, we have situations where they really do the stage show for the TV camera and they don't consider the audience in the arena. And that's the case with this particular performance for Nightmares, is that I literally couldn't see anything half the time because of the set pieces and the way that they have them oriented. So I have no clue what this actually looks like. And this is not the first time that the last time that I'm going to say that because it happened with another one. But I really don't have much to say about this other than I don't think it's going to win. And just like in my prior prediction, I do believe that it's going to come last. It just something like the vocals weren't totally there. The staging was a little bit, I don't know. So we'll see. But Nao was in the press conference here and she was in a great mood. She was feeling super good about her performance. So that's really good. Confidence means so much in a contest like this. So she definitely felt good and good for her. It's a huge moment for her. But I'm not sure that it's going to be a very big success, unfortunately. So third after her, we had... Who went third? Was it Goldilocks? Well, anyway, I'll tell you about Goldilocks. So Goldilocks' show was amazing. Like I was literally squeezing the girl that was next to me. Like I was so happy. The staging was so cool. And this was one where the staging was cool. In the arena, it looked awesome. And you can tell on the screen, it looks even better. So it's one of those ones where they really considered what it's going to look like for everybody who's watching the show. The people who paid for the tickets and the people who were watching from home on the couch. Blew me the fuck away, you guys. Blew me away. I was like everything I wanted from this. She sounded so good, which is interesting because she's currently under the weather. She feels sick. She feels sick. And she was not able to do any interviews today. They could only do yes or no questions, like thumbs up, thumbs down, and she kind of like mimed answers. So she's not feeling well and she's trying to conserve her vocals. I actually did run into her last night because I have Cookie with me, my dog, and I was taking Cookie for a walk, and I had to go through the arena to get to like the side that has the park to take Cookie. And we saw her, and she had met Cookie on the interview that I did with her, and she finally got to meet Cookie in real life, but she was like, I can't talk, like vocal rest. So I really hope that she can perform as well as she performed today in the rehearsal, because it was so good. It was so good. I do think that the only one that can beat Erica is Goldilocks. So if there is a sneak shock win, it's going to be her. You guys, you are not prepared for how cool this is. It is so cool. So who else is there? There's also, yes, then there was Vivi. So we had Aina, and everyone else had set pieces. There was nothing. So like all they took out was a microphone stand. So this was one that has like a lot of camera work, which made it maybe a little bit boring to watch, but at least with this one, we could see what was going on. Like we could see her beautiful dress, and like the lights and stuff was really cool. So that was really good. Her vocals were really good. And I was kind of peeking at the monitor screens that they've got, and it looked pretty impactful despite it being quite minimal. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I really don't know what it looks like for the TV yet, so I'm excited to see that one. The next song that we had was Haton, and this was one that I literally couldn't see at all. They have like these curtains on the catwalk, which probably looks really cool on the screen, and I was peeking at the screen a little bit because I literally couldn't see like anything. So that one was kind of like, oh, this is even like a worse situation than Nao River because you can't see shit in the audience. So like I really don't have much to say. She sounded good, and she was also the like they do like a fake winner, like they go all the way through the vote sequence with a fake result, and she was the winner, and so she did end up singing her song for us, not with like all the staging. So it was kind of nice because I actually got to see her perform, because I was really just looking at like her shadow behind a sheet the original time, but she sounded really good. So I mean, that's promising, but I mean, like, did that take the last of her ability tonight? You know, is she going to be able to pull it off in the final the way that she did in the show? Did that tire her out? But she seemed to be in really good spirits in the interview section here. And then we had, well, I guess that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. And then we had Erica, which was awesome. I mean, like, the crowd was going crazy. It was awesome in the arena. Really good to watch. And you could tell that it was also really good for the TV. Like you could kind of sense by like what they were doing with like her being very powerful. That's how I would describe it, would be very powerful. I felt like the video was very like intimate and sensual. This is like very powerful, strong, in your face, fierce and funny, a little bit funny too, a little bit cheeky. And I mean cheeky in multiple ways because she is wearing chaps. There's a little bit of booty hanging out. Love to see it. So it was really awesome. Crowd went wild. And yeah, it's so hard to say. It might be too much for people. It could be too much. I really personally cannot wait to sit here and watch everything the way that everyone else, all the other voters, are going to be watching on the TV. So the interval acts are also really good. The costumes are really cool. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a really good show. Last year was a great show. Year before was, I mean, UMK is just amazing TV, and I I think that it's in the air. Anything can happen tonight. Anything can happen. And yes, the vocals were good. Actually, everyone's vocals were pretty good today in the arena. Um, but yeah, I'm so excited. It's actually dinner time, so I'm gonna grab a plate and I'm gonna eat and then watch the live show. And then there's the after party, so I'm super excited about that. I see there's actually a lot of people watching, so hello to everybody. Hello from Tampere. I hope you'll watch the show tonight. Vote for your favorite if you can vote. And hopefully I'll be able to maybe go live again tonight, but I don't know. It's going to be a really fun night, really big party. They've got a great setup here in the arena. And yeah, greetings to you all and have a good night. Bye.